See the boo-boo yet? That is the boo-boo. I left the stinking gate open again. Stoney Ridge Farm. Woo! Oh yeah, I love the smell of farming in the morning, guys. Welcome to the Stoney Ridge Farm. I am getting over a cold, and today we are going to take care of the cows. So come along with me. We're gonna have a little bit of fun here on the farm. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Stoney Ridge Farm. It is a dreary day, and I have been drearily under the weather. I don't know if you guys have experienced this. Please post some comments down there below. Seems as we have a culture of sickness here lately on the Stoney Ridge Farm and all over our country. Meaning, everybody's always sick. Have you guys noticed this? I don't know what the heck is going on, but it seems everybody's sick. My entire family has had colds. I've had a cold, and I just don't know. It didn't used to be like this, but it is now. So we're gonna hop on the four-wheeler here. First, we're gonna start it up and let it get warmed up. We've got a few errands to take care of today. Here we go. Gotta drop this off. This is some parts for my drag harrow. Go ahead and take our fencing wire down here. Don't need that this morning. We'll hop on the Honda. So the word of the day is hay, hay, hay. There is some hay sitting there in my yard. The cows are over on this section of property right now, and I woke up in the middle of the night and thought of something, and you guys are gonna see it in a minute. I made a big boo-boo. See the boo-boo yet? That is the boo-boo. Duh, I let the cows out. This is the day after Christmas. About 3 years ago, when we first got the cows here on the farm, I left that gate open. And I came home from all my family's activities, and the cows were at my front gate, not in the fence. So on Christmas Day, 3 years ago, I was chasing cows because I got in a rush, and I probably wasn't feeling well at that time either, and I left the stinking gate open. Well, guess what I did? Again, I left the stinking gate open again. The reason the gate is open is because we had the county out here to check out the land, to make sure it will perk so we can put in our septic system for our barn-dominium home right here. And I have a tractor down here, so we're gonna go round up this tractor. I had to dig a hole for these guys to perk my land. They typically come in with a little tester. It's about a 2-inch round tester. Then they burrow down into the ground. However, this 2-inch round tester didn't give the guy the result that he wanted, and it's kind of funny. Well, you hear me rant here for a second. So I cleared the land to put my septic system in right here. That was unacceptable. We had to go in the woods and dig and check. So we went in the woods and dig and check, and the soil 8 feet away right here versus the soil 8 feet away right here was totally different. So now I've got to take out more trees, which I didn't want to take out more trees. This land ain't no different right here than it is right there. There's no difference. However, that's where they said I could build. I have no earthly idea why every time I get some land set to perk to put in a septic system, they always want to go in the woods. They want to put it in the woods, and you can't put a septic system in the woods. This white oak tree right here, or this maple tree, the roots will go straight to it and destroy the entire septic system. So I've got to wipe half of these trees clean. We need firewood, which is great, but I did not want to take out my trees in order to build my septic system because I already did. There's my rant. There's today's rant. So we're gonna hop on the little TYM here. I'm gonna be using several different tractors today, and I'm gonna have a nice wet But after this, we got to get this tractor up through there and out of this pasture. Pretty tight in here. Also have to take into account the canopies right there. I can't remember how the heck I got this thing up out through here. Get through here without tearing up the tractor. We got to get through that. We're going full Godzilla. Yeah, there we go. All right. Brake locked. That's the TYMT 254 tractor, so 25 horsepower little yard tractor, and it's been awesome. I do like to keep this tractor indoors, and the reason I like to keep it indoors is because the buckets will fill with water and it causes them to rust out. Any kind of tractor like that will rust out if you leave it outside with the bucket. Now, we're gonna be hopping on the Select Track electric tractor, and why are we doing that? Why would we leave this tractor in the shed and drive the electric tractor? Well, the electric tractor is a loaner, so why not use the loaner instead of my own vehicle, right? So we're gonna go ahead. I need to wipe that seat off. My butt is absolutely soaking wet. By the way, this will be a barn dominium home, guys. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't ever been here before. This will be where we eventually, hopefully, will live. This will all be finished up to a 2-story house inside. Gotta get me a rag and get all cleaned up. For those of you who have been waiting patiently for farm fresh beef, these are the boxes. The insulated boxes just came in about 2 days ago, and we're waiting for our dry ice to arrive. Once the dry ice arrives, you'll be able to get it. You have to go to patreon.com/Stoney Ridge Farmer if you want to join our co-op to get good farm fresh beef. Let's wipe this seat off. We're gonna go move some hay bales. People hate this tractor because it represents something. I don't know what it represents. I think it represents some political view of some sort, but I see it as a tool I use on the farm. Pretty simple. It's got a hay spear on it, moves hay bales. That's all I need to know. I don't have to put fuel in it. It's charged via solar. Love it. Oh, it's a bungee. Ow, dude. Blood blister. Gotta put us a trash bucket on here. Alrighty. Yep. So we gotta drive way around. We gotta go all the way down, all the way around here, and all the way over that way. We gotta go past the pond, and we gotta hook up to some hay bales. We're gonna set up hay bales for the cows for today and tomorrow and the next day. And that way, since I'm under the weather, I don't have to worry about going out here in the cold. All I have to do is unhook a gate and move the cows. Let's boogie on over. By the way, all this rock right here is all going in this area right here and all going back behind me to make the equipment yard a little bit nicer so we don't have to go through mud. Four-wheel drive. Let's not be dumb again. This is called the stay gate. It's the reason why this gate isn't flopping. Lift that up. Pull this to the gate post. Drop our stay gate, just like so. And that holds the gate in place. It's a secondary security situation for our gates. Good. All right, we scooped us up a hay bale. We got to get our strings out of here so the cows don't eat the strings. And they will eat the strings. There we go. So this looks just like tall grass over here, but let me take you over and show you what we've got. This is where we have our hay bale stash. So we stash the hay bales in the individual pastures where the cows are going to consume them. As we walk over a little closer, you can see, okay? The cows will get 2 bales per day. Bale, 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 bale. You see them all right here. We'll lay those bales throughout the land on this hillside right here, and that helps to heal the land. This is some of the worst soil on our farm, and quite arguably some of the worst soil in North Carolina. You can see where we've already been doing some bale grazing, where we've been sitting bales out, and that big spot of green is where the last bale was consumed. So over the next few weeks, we'll continually set out hay bales until we totally run out of hay down here, and we've got a big hay stash down here. We'll set them out like a checkerboard pattern. As the cows consume all the hay in this spot, we'll move it to the next spot, to the next spot, to the next spot, and we'll checkerboard it all the way down the hill. We'll show you guys the results of all this in the spring. It is absolutely fantastic. I can see results right now. That's green grass, that's winter time. We don't see that around here. We also have a tree on the fence. So we have to inspect our fence lines all the way down through here. So part of what I do, part of our daily routine, especially after a windstorm, is making sure that we're all covered and there's nothing on the fence like that. We'll come back through with a chainsaw and get that, cut it up, use it for firewood. Everything gets used here. This should be hanging there to keep the cows in that section. And then we'll move them to this section in about 4 days. We have to open ourselves a little gate right here. We'll take our electric fence wire loose, mash that down, and we can just drive right over top of that. We're gonna head down this way. got a spot of bare land right there. Hey dude, how you doing this morning, old 202? Huh? You like this? You want some of that hay? That's the best hay. Guys, these are the cows. There are 50, well actually 49 cows here. Those are mama cows, baby cows, young bulls, and mature bulls. We have a mature bull, his name is Donnie over there. Number 202, who's right here. Where you at, buddy? There you are, that's number 202. I've got to come up with a name for him. He's been a real sweetheart lately. But this is Freedom, number 5. She's got some stuff in her hair. This is Mona, and this is Blue Eyes. Hey, Blue Eyes. These are the girls. And you guys cannot eat the tractor, no matter how appetizing it may be. Blue is not food. So I've got to gather one more bale up and set that out here for the cows. Again, we're bale grazing this entire hillside, so we're almost 300, maybe 400 yards from the top of the hill here where we got the first hay bales from. We set hay out in this section of pasture, we'll set hay out in this section of pasture, and we'll set hay out in the top section of pasture. There are 3 sections right here. We constantly move the cows. You don't see a lot of manure pats right in here, and the reason you don't see a lot of manure pats is we keep the cattle moving away from their own feces. Consequently, we don't have to medicate the well. We take care of the sick if they get sick, but so far we've yet to have a sick cow on the Stoney Ridge farm. This is all grass fed, no outside inputs other than we bring hay to the farm. We don't put fertilizer down. We do put down limestone, and limestone helps to heal the land and get the pH right. So if the pH is not right, the grass won't grow. We'll see the lime truck here in about 3 weeks once the land dries up a little bit. Guys, thank you all so much for joining me. This is a day in the life here on the Stoney Ridge. Just had to get a few things done. Super lucky that the cows did not get out of that section of pasture up there. Thank you guys so much. Please hit that like button. We're gonna bring you more content here as the winter progresses and the springtime comes in. Again, if you'd like to get some Stoney Ridge farmer beef, just after the first of the year, we're gonna start shipping it out. You can go to patreon.com/Stoney Ridge Farmer for more information there. Join the co-op and you'll be the first notified when we start shipping our great grass-fed beef here off the farm. Take care. All right, see ya. Woo!
Come on down to the Stoney Ridge. Bring your wife and bring your kids. We're living life pure and sweet. That's the way it's supposed to be, Stoney Ridge.
We're going full Godzilla. Godzilla! Oh, it's a bungee. Ugh. Oh, you greasy